man. I do what I do.
Taking on a new format, we really getting to know each other a little bit better. It's been a year. I'm now a known quantity. I think you guys kind of already know what you're gonna get. You've seen my broadcast over the year. You kind of you know who I am at this point. You see what I'm saying? You know what you're gonna get here. You know pretty much what I'm gonna do, and you pretty much know I'm going to take the side of black men no matter what. Now, there's a lot of people that don't like that. They want me to be fair and balanced, but that's not what I'm here to do. What I'm here to do is side with black men, teach you how to defend yourselves, teach you how to basically, force you to see the other side, put it out there in the universe. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because it seems like no matter what black men do, even if it's something good, we get blamed for it. And we definitely get blamed for stuff that we do when we make mistakes, no matter how old he is or young. Be a 14-year-old boy, made a mistake. Oh, he's a criminal. He's a horrible person. This is how black men get treated. You see what I mean? And I think I'm tired of it. And I think many of you brothers are tired of it. And so because of that, we have to begin to speak up for ourselves, and that's kind of what I'm doing. And who better to do that than an experienced trial lawyer? But in addition to that, a person who has experience in this world. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that I'm not just some YouTube guy. I had a whole life and still do have a whole life outside of YouTube and Facebook and social media. As many of you guys know, I'm a father, but along with being a dad, I'm also an entertainer, a business owner. I back in the day, not even so far. I can't even say back in the day. We talking about pre-COVID. You can see me hanging out with people like Bun B. This is UGK for life. Shout out to Bun B, man. He's one of the greatest hip hop artists of all time. But I posted these pictures up on my YouTube community tab. Esquire Entertainment is something you all recognize. Esquire Entertainment is my company. It's a company that I own. And what do? Well, there was this movie I called Candy, which you can see now. I believe it's on Netflix. It's on one of those streaming channels. One of my homeboys, Nahalia Jackson, who's a producer, they call him Mr. Boomtown. He had this movie coming out. I'm always down with the arts. And so what did I do? I said, well, look, man, let me put this production on for you here in Houston. So everybody around here can see your work, and that's just what I did. So we called up all our friends. Bun B came out. You see, that's Bun B from UGK, man. But these are people I know. These are people I hang out with, and not just Bun B, but that's my company. This is a little pool party I had, and Slim Thug came through just to say what's up. And I appreciate that. Thugger is one of the local hip hop artists. For those of you guys who don't know, everybody know Thugger, man. That's Slim Thug, man. So he come through, and of course, this is my brother Derek Muhammad. So it's not just like artists and whatnot. These are real people that I deal with on a daily basis, man, that I've seen around. Even if they know my face. These are people that speak for me. This is one of my homegirls and yours. Y'all might know her as Low London. I know her as Lauren, sweet girl, Alabama. She was on a Bad Girls Club, Chicago, I believe. Y'all probably were young boys. But, man, she and I go way back to before she was famous. But, these are the type of people I hang out with. I could call up, chop it up with her right now. And this is, of course, Coleon Noir. He's a 2A advocate. He's also an attorney, Thurgood Marshall graduate. And that's us out hanging out, shooting at the range over there, Top Gun shooting and just hanging out. And I got the Coleon Noir hat. But these are the people, I have an eclectic group of friends that I hang around. You see what I'm saying? This is my homegirl, Just Brittany. She was on my TV show, co-parenting with the Spurlings. We cool. These are the type of people I'm hanging out. Of course, Just I'm chilling. So this is Pablo Escobar's graveyard, man. I was watching back in the day, like many of you guys, I was watching that Netflix special where they talked about like Narcos, or they called it Narcos. So I decided to go hang out in Medellin. That was a young lady I was seeing at the time. She's actually Dominican. And so I flew her over to Medellin. We met in Colombia to hang out, party, had a good time and whatnot. And so we went on that Narco Traficante tour. And this is actually, I wonder if I can get this screen a little bigger. Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad, y'all. I guess it's not happening. Ain't no haps on that. But let me see if I can get back. If you get a little bigger, you can see that that's Pablo Emilio Escobar Garavilla. That is Pablo Escobar's gravesite right there, man. So, but so the thing is, man, I really get out. I really have real life world experience. This is me and my man Isaiah Carey. You might remember him from, he was at that anchor man, that black anchor man back in the day. A bug flew in his mouth. He was like, let's get the hell out of this country ass town. So I've appeared on his show a couple of times, doing my thing, basically saying the same things I say here. Oops, let me see. I guess I lost it for a minute. Let me see if I get back to that. But yeah, that's me and Isaiah Carey right there. And but I guess I'm saying all this to let you know that I'm a real dude. These are some of my homeboys that was on the show with me. But I do real things, man. I get out there. I'm not just speaking theoretically. Y'all seen the rap music. I'm stuff I don't really do too much anymore. But I've done all that. You see what I mean? Like I've done all these different things. So I'm talking to you from a place of experience and knowledge. I'm not just up here, running my mouth and speaking theoretically. That's, of course, is Rusty Hardy. This is attorney Rusty Hardy. He's actually opposing counsel in a case that I'm working on. You guys might not know him, but he's the one defending the former quarterback for Deshaun. I forget Deshaun's last name. Deshaun Jackson, is that his name? The former quarterback for the Texans. But Rusty Harden is a well-known attorney. And he's representing the defendants in the case. I'm representing the plaintiffs in a class action case. And so we were just in courtroom and I chopped it up with him. I got his phone number. I've called him up. We know each other. And, it's cool. And then, of course, there's the mayor. Brother, frat brother here with some other fraternity brothers. That's the mayor of Houston right there. And just hanging out and about, man. You see what I'm saying? And of course, this is my homeboys, Beans and Cornbread, all that wonderful music that you guys hear produced by Beans, which is right here, and Cornbread, man. This was Cornbread's birthday, and we just decided to hang out. But, man, so, I got all these different Deshaun Watson, that's who Rusty Hardy represents. I got all these different eclectic group of friends and comrades. That's me and Willie D at the studio. And we had just finished, and these folk was there with us, but we had just appeared on the panel. And, man, so these are the type of people that I hang around. These are the type of people that I see. I'm out there, man. And, of course, you guys know me as attorney Dennis and plane explosions, car accidents, trucking accidents, and this is I'm out there. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm really out here doing things. I'm really out here hanging out. So I'm not just this one-dimensional person. Oh, he's just a lawyer. He's just this. I'm just like you. I would do what you would do if you were me. You see what I mean? So when I speak to you, I'm speaking to y'all from a place of experience. When I saw this whole, and that comes to the point that I want to talk about today. When I heard about this whole Meg Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez situation, and that's what we're talking about today. My life experience tells me that story didn't really add all the way up. not just as an attorney, but just knowing human nature and knowing how people are. There's more to this story than what we were being told. You see what I mean? And so because of that, it made me look at it like, well, what the hell is what's really going on? So now the trial is coming up in January. Big shout out to my man Lucifer Ratzinger again. And my man R. Alexis, thank you so much, because sometimes I forget all these different names and whatnot. Stuff don't really register like it used to. Getting up in age, and some things just aren't as important. But yeah, his name is Deshaun Watson, and that's who Rusty Hardy represents. But the question is, and this is something that I think is a problem, is systemic, right? Why is it that we allow women to lie and just get away with it like that? Why is it that women can tell these lies and we just inclined to believe them just because they're women? Probably because we've been brainwashed to and have been told that women are sugar and spice and everything nice, and that's what little girls are made of. And that brainwashing now carries over into reality. That's not even a reality that ever existed. So what do I mean by that? I'm looking at a situation, fam. Shout out to my man Jammer Understands. Thank you so much. Y'all make sure y'all get the contributions up, because you're not going to hear this anywhere else. We live in a world where, women's opinions are favored over men, even though they're human beings just like us. But what ends up happening? You end up getting men who get body slammed by the court system. They get body slammed in the court of public opinion over lies. And many of us are too afraid to even speak up, because sometimes the lies are so, sometimes the alleged actions are so heinous, you're afraid to say something because then you might suffer the backlash. Remember, anybody who stood up and tried to say, hey, this whole Tory Lanez situation, it doesn't sound altogether square to me. Like, I don't see how that happens. So you in a limo, you two rappers, y'all in a limo, right? With your other homegirl, who both of y'all know, apparently Tory Lanez, and this is all allegedly, apparently Tory Lanez is having a relationship with Meg Thee Stallion's homegirl. And he's also messing around with Meg Thee Stallion. And apparently something happened and somebody allegedly ended up getting shot, right? My thing is, why would Tory Lanez even shoot this girl? What is up with that? And I'm gonna keep showing the world what black
you were tuned in to one of the best black men advocating podcasts on YouTube. Show some love for the one and only black professional. Keep it real
and be super mad.
You would tune in to Dennis podcast. Keep it moving, mama's favorite of the lovely ladies. All these YouTube men dressed for the occasion, even though he on the internet. Intellect beat you up in court and probably fist to fist. Been around the world, high value. Girl, you can't relate it. Been debated, Godfather endorsed, scared. Kevin said it. Independent black businessman, yeah, he hood related. Probably wouldn't know a big bass. That's life. Talk to me and I talk back. He can litigate it. Walk with me as we talk facts. He opinionated, staying true. He not only talking, checking court dockets. Only YouTuber putting real money in my pockets. LA back to Houston, taking off. Some Houston Rockets, Big O in the middle. I'm Elijah Wan, let's get it poppin'. Championships, we want championships. Keep the manuscript, loyalty and brotherhood. Watch out who you're hanging with. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah, y'all know what it is. DennisSpurling podcast. One of the realest. One of the realest in the game. Let's get to it. All my lovely ladies, y'all know what it is. Show some love. Yeah, hit that like button. Subscribe right now. On our way to 100,000. Let's get it. You would tune in to the one, if not the best, on these YouTube streets. We call him DennisSpurling. You sit back and hate watch, clocking everything he do and say, but you yelling DennisSpurling. Show some love, ain't enough going round for a black man putting it down. We talking DennisSpurling. Taking over 2025, ain't no lies. Pull up, tell all of your guys we watching DennisSpurling. You tune in to the one, if not the best, on these YouTube streets. We call him DennisSpurling. You sit back and hate watch, clocking everything he do and say, but you yelling DennisSpurling. Show some love, ain't enough going round for a black man putting it down. We talking DennisSpurling. taking over 2025. Ain't no lies. Pull up, tell all of your guys we watching DennisSpurling.
This is Uncle D, and as I always said this time, I'm out.
Almost to 10,000 followers. I want to say thank you to you guys. You know, I know God has something in store for me, and I'm going to continue to say yes.
Smooth operator. Come on, everybody. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.